Hey guys, welcome to our second predictions for today. It is the over 1.5 goals market, and I don't want to be biased, but it's a market that I really love, right? Because it's one of those markets that you don't have to sweat it out for 90 minutes. If you do well, if the research was done properly, and in 10 to 20 minutes of the game starting, you can literally have your 2 goals scored and you can go off and rest. So it's a very exciting market. And yesterday we won all our matches. Of course, we had one game that was cancelled, but we would have won it anyways. So, but if you did bet on it, then they would have refunded that odd, but you would have ended up winning the rest of the matches. And for today's games, I have also included the 1xBet booking code. I know a lot of people were asking where is 1xBet booking code. The issue is that some of the games for yesterday were not on 1xBet, unfortunately. But I found the ones today, and we shouldn't have a problem using the code to bet on 1xBet and SportyBet as well. So without wasting time, let's get straight into it. The very first game we have for you guys is from the England FA Cup. It's Forest Green versus Scarborough. So when you look at Forest Green, 5 matches played and there has been an average of 2 goals, right? So there has been an average of 2 goals in their last 5 matches at home. The away team, last 5 matches played away from home, and there has been an average of 1.5 goals. So what that means is that these two teams will definitely produce over 1.5 goals. And what's interesting is the very first game, right? The very first game they played in this FA Cup tie was 1-1. So 1.5 goals were produced in the very first leg. So what that means is that this 1-2 should see a couple of goals scored at the end of the day. So it's for this reason why we are saying that Forest Green and Scarborough will produce over 1.5 goals in 90 minutes. The next game we have for you guys is also from the England FA Cup. It's Grimsby versus Slough. Now let's look at Grimsby. Their last 5 matches, 2.5 goals scored. Isn't that impressive? Very, very impressive. Now Slough, away from home, last 5 matches, 2.5 goals averaged. So you can see these are 2 teams that score goals. They score and concede, which is really interesting. When you are looking for, when you are betting on over 1.5 goals, it's always best to focus on teams that consistently score and concede, right? And that's the good thing with this team. The 2 teams actually, they score and concede, and the away team, 2.5 goals scored brilliantly. So this is exactly what you need when you are betting on over 1.5 goals. So what that means is over 1.5 goals would be difficult to achieve by the home team and the away team as well. The next game we have is from the England National League South. It's Worthing versus Dartford. Now let's look at Worthing home's form. Last 5 matches played and 2.5 goals averaged. Okay, you can also look at their head-to-head. Their head-to-head shows that these 2 teams have produced over 1.5 goals in the past, right? Now let's look at Dartford. Dartford, last 5 matches played and 2.5 goals averaged in their last 5 games. Let's check their standings as well. It's important we look at their standings. So when you check their standings, it's going to help us understand what this game would mean for the teams involved. So Worthing, position 8. They need to win this game to, maintain their, consistent winning form, right? They really need to win, or at least achieve a positive result to move up the table. And for that to happen, they need to score a couple of goals. Dartford is position 15. They don't really have much they're fighting for. And for sure, they would definitely try to maybe grab 1 or 2 goals. So what that simply means is that given their head-to-head record, their current form, this is a fixture that will see over 1.5 goals in 90 minutes. The final game we have for you guys is from the England National League South. It's Braintree versus Worley. So now let's look at Braintree's last 5 matches. last 5 matches and there has been an average of 2.5 goals. Okay? Winning away from home, last 5 matches and there has been an average of 2.5 goals. Their head-to-head clearly shows that this is a fixture that has produced 2.5 goals in the past. Isn't that interesting? So the away team away from home has averaged 2.5 goals. The home team at home has averaged about 2 goals as well. It's also good if we're able to check their standings. Their standings will help us understand what this game will mean. So when you look at Braintree position 10, they know they shouldn't be here. They need to move high up on the table. The away team position 22, they need to do better. They need to grab a couple of goals and move up. It's a very competitive league. 24 teams in here. So what that simply means is Braintree will do everything possible because they need to keep moving forward, up on the table. They'll do everything possible to grab a couple of goals. The other team too will do everything possible to also maybe grab a goal and see how they can exit the relegation places. So it's going to be a very interesting game. But it's a game based on current form, head-to-head and data. It's a game that should produce over 1.5 goals in 90 minutes. And of course, we have the booking code that you guys are always asking for. That's the SportyBet booking code. We have the 1xBet booking code for your benefit. And as always, guys, it's nothing but an absolute pleasure to share these games with you and help you guys win on a daily basis. That's all I want to achieve in this life. To see how you guys can make a living from sports predictions. So leave positive comments, feedback, questions, and as always, it's nothing but an absolute pleasure. And see you tomorrow.